Okay, this is Ugly Old Goat, and I'm here to do just a quick show uh, on the Bitcoin market. It is November 27th at 3:25 Pacific time. Guys, again, I'm doing something new. I'm creating or attempting to create a 24/7 live stream uh, that uh, puts into practice. Everything that I have taught. Now I've already done this. I have what we call the Trading Lounge, which is a members group on Telegram, and I have bumped that up to another Telegram group that we call the 24/7 live stream, and among that members, there's another elite members of those who publish their trades. And I'm a big believer in uh, money management, and I think it's the most often ignored part of trading. A lot of people want to go there. The number one money management is you dollar cost average and hodl Bitcoin, but that is not very sexy. It's kind of like watching paint dry. People want to know. Trading the market is fine, but it should just be a very your life and also your hodl. I want to point out, how do I get rid of that? Am I sharing a screen yet? Am, oh, I'm sharing this screen?
Yes.
How do I get rid of this thing?
Here, give me the mouse.
I don't know why that's on there. It was popping up all the time before. Okay, it finally disappeared. All right. Anyway, yeah, last night, this was about, I don't know, yesterday, it looks like, 2:46 in the afternoon, I posed, hey, we now have a, so ordered me that I covered my shorts and was long, lightly long, and uh, I added to it once we went through the 4 hour 4 hour the two candle 4 hour candle. I wanted to buy the break, which I did, and I bought just $40,000 worth of Bitcoin, and I was using goat stops, uh, which meant if the market continued down to where I would normally get stopped out, I was actually going to double down. But that didn't happen. And so, what is going on here? I can't scroll down. Okay. This is not working, Eddie. Okay. Okay, so here it is. I was long 20,000 from about 91, 820. I trimmed and bought back after we took out the two candle 4 hour candle. Uh, and well, uh, and I really had no. The key that I want to point out here is that not that this was a successful trade. It obviously was, but this is not about being right or wrong. Okay, I entered the market using TA. And I wanted to do a live stream on Discord today. We're working on this. What I'm doing now on uh, Telegram, I want to do it live in real time and basically be sharing my thoughts. But this is what we did yesterday, that I bought the 4 hour 9 and then I trimmed. And then when we went through the 93.068, I bought all the way down. I actually kind of bought too much, so I lightened up on the way up. And we uh, we could I thought we could still dip and test the close, so I used goat stops, and you can see that right here. I'm long. Let's see if I can make this bigger. I'm long 40,000. I was going to add to it another 30,000. In other words, I was going to construct a proper pyramid. Then the way a proper pyramid is, you don't double down. If I was going to add to it, I was going to add $30,000. But we didn't get that dip, so I was long this coming into today, and it worked my way. And so I didn't intend on trading it as long as it was working my way. Now, there are a lot of reasons for this trade. First, the trend was up. We had an outside day 2 days ago. And again, I read outside days different from most TA guys. I found that in 80% of the time they are temporary, that they actually, most of the time, they reverse. They're not an outside day. That means a higher high than the previous day's high and a lower low than previous day's low, and we close lower. A lot of people think that's a bearish indicator. Well, it's only bearish if it continues down. Most of the time, it doesn't continue down, guys. So you don't want to get caught in that trap. Now, it can continue down, and that's why money management is so important. And the same thing was that if we close lower after that outside day, all the moving averages, well, the short-term moving averages, the 3 and 5 day, turn lower. This gets the moving average guys bearish. And I don't think, I mean, moving averages I look at, but they're really not very useful in trading, except in the long term. So I do know that a lot of systems sold the close, or at least got out of their long positions yesterday. And one more bonus that I think was that I caught on after the fact is today was or yesterday was the 16th. And so when I put this on, 6th and 16th and 26th tend to be reversals day. And I will go to this article. This is an old article I did. How do I get this over here? Am I sharing it now? Yeah. Now, I realize heads up for volatile days. This is an old trading wives' tale, but very useful in conjunction with other indicators. Now, these days tend to be volatile and reversal days. It sounds really stupid. It's kind of like trading moon phases. But my experience and much more, that's much more reliable only because other experienced traders also look at it. Now, let's see what happens. Again, here's how I see things. Again, successful trading is dynamic. I'm not sure if I can even do this, but I will try. Thinking out loud, must be nimble and ready to turn on a dime. Again, demanding to be long, use close stops. Aggressive traders should be ready to reverse. And again, what I'm doing is putting, this is something I wrote years ago, and yet now I'm going to try and put it into practice in real time using a live stream. And we've decided that the medium we're going to use is Discord. It looks like that's the one. I'm just not familiar with it, and there's a lot of things we can do with it. So again, it's a place where I can think out loud and be accountable to you. Again, what I'm going to be doing here is, let's see, where is okay, we're going to go to this group here. Or actually, we can go. Is the Discord on here? Is this it?
No, the one next to it.
Next to it? Okay, let's go. Okay, let's bring this over. Let's see if I can start on this.
Yeah.
What?
Drag it over.
All right, so this is what I'm going to be switching to. There's just so much that I can do here. Again, I need to play with this. These are well, I don't want the voice channels. Where text channels. This is what I need to look. June. Well, all right. I'm gonna have to go back because I'm just not familiar with this yet. So how do I? Okay. So I'll have to read it from the old. This is the old stream, but here's basically what I'm going to be trying to do. It's a 24/7 live stream that's created for the purpose of putting into practice advanced equity trading. You should already be familiar with my principles that I teach on equity trading, and you know my track record. So the difference is that this advanced equity trading is trading with accountability. And that's what I'm going to be doing. It's going to just be a way where we're going to curate some of the what I think are some of the best podcasts out there, and some of the best content creators out there. So you can kind of go all into one place. And the other thing that we'll be doing is I'm using this guild. Where's the BitMEX? There it is. Okay. We are using this guild to show trades. And if you see here, this is the guild that we've created on BitMEX. And if you look here, you see this is our members ranking. We're and I think I don't know what that means, but how? Whoops! Now what happened there? Reload. All right. So you can see here's my trading. Again, I'm trading very small, but if you get on the guild, you can actually see the positions that we have on. For example, right here, I'm long 40,000. You can look at the guild ranking. Now, our guild has always been in the top. It's almost always in the top brackets. We're number 7 right now. It's a very small guild. It's kind of an elite guild. You can only see this if you make a purchase. You have to buy at least the Bitcoin starter kit, and we'll let you on the guild. We just don't. BitMEX has it set up where anybody can come and go. So you have to let us know if you make a purchase. That's the only way you can ask to get on the guild, and we're going to ignore you unless you make a purchase. And then if you request it, we will put you on. The top traders, these are the top traders. And again, it looks like I'm in the top 8 on BitMEX as far as our return on ROI. And so that's where we are there. And you actually can see all of the trades. I wasn't sure. Let's see. How did you do that thing where we scroll down? You hit this?
Yeah,
okay. Now I go down here, and you actually see the positions that each of these guys have. Now, these are all people that have chosen to share their trades publicly. Now, we're not sharing them to the general public. We're just sharing them to each other. And this is part of being accountable. This is the advanced equity trading. In other words, I want to be accountable to other successful traders. Doesn't mean I'm going to follow. I'm not doing it to follow somebody else's trades. I have my own ideas. I don't teach you to copy trade. That's not the point of this. The point of it is oops, I don't want this on here. All right. The point of this is it's simply being accountable to one another. And hopefully I'm going to get on here, and rather than do what I did here, I will actually be on the Discord channel and go through the trades as I'm doing them. So as far as the market is concerned right now, we'll take a quick look at it. Okay. All right. So again, I am long. Looks like we're almost coming up to the close. Again, the reason I got long here, this is the 4 hour. You see that we had this 4 hour 9. Actually, if you bought that, I got in a little bit too late. I was actually long in here and then kind of paused, but I did buy it down in here, and I actually trimmed, lightened up, and then when it took out this high, I can actually go through here, I think, and show you. Let's see. Yeah, when we went through this, when we went up in here, I bought this dip right in here, and that's where I bought the dip. And then I rode with it all the way through till today. Now, it's very questionable whether this thing can go either way. This is, we had we're having a very healthy day. We're going to close this market here in about 20 minutes. This thing could just go right back down. I would only be super bullish if we'd closed above these moving averages, and we're not going to do that. So I'll probably lighten up at the very least. There was some good exit points today. If you went to the 1 hour and 2 hour, you actually had a 1 hour 9 and also a 2 hour 9, which, let's see. This is the 2 hour. There you go. Both of them were close to the top. The 1 hour hit it right on the nose. So again, where we're at, everybody's excited about Bitcoin because we're pushing the 100,000 Bitcoin mark. Now, just as an old time trader, back in the 70s, the stock market would always go up to 1,000. Sometimes it'd penetrate it, but it took years. It was more than a decade. I'd have to go back and look at the chart, but I think it's 10 or 20 years till we finally, I think it was 1980 under Reagan, we finally broke through that 1,000 barrier and held it. And of course, the market's been going straight up ever since. That might be the case here in Bitcoin. Bitcoin is not at all clear, that we're going to go through 100,000 this year. And you have to trade that accordingly. So that, what I'm trying to show here is, again, I'm not making any market forecasts. I'm just showing my trades, telling you why I'm doing it, and practicing good money management. That is the key to success. I know most people don't understand that, but the key to success is not whether or not you're right or wrong in the market. Yes, you have to be right. I understand that. But the key to success is not being right or wrong, because you're going to be wrong. In fact, the most successful traders are wrong most of the time. It's a very difficult concept to embrace, yet it's critical if your goal is to become a successful trader. And again, what I'm teaching on this, let's go here. We're going to be real. Okay. Oop, where's the pinned? Okay. All right. So what I want to teach you to be is not just a trader, but a trading warrior. And that is what I want you to do is prioritize your actual results over your feelings or your opinions, or where it's not important where the market's going. I know that's where our emphasis is. That's what we're just tuned in. We want to know what's going to happen tomorrow, but we don't know. And so, but what we can do is take ownership of the outcome. Only thing we have control over is our equity, and so that's what we manage. And so I want you to, in understanding, be men. We're gonna on this channel, we're gonna be real. We're gonna want to be raw, and we want to be relevant, and we want to be accountable to ourselves and others. That's the key. And if this is the missing ingredient in your trading, and I'm going to tell you, it probably is, 90% of the people lose, and the reason they lose is because they don't get this important principle. The best traders in the world, the best TA guys in the world say the same thing. The easiest thing to understand is money management, but the hardest thing to implement is also the hardest thing to implement. So this is a tool or a key to help you in that regard, because without it, I don't care how good of a trader you are, you're eventually going to get wiped out. So I hope this helps. Again, pay attention. We're still working. This is a project in the working, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.